So Roy, what are we doing here today?
Well, today we've been muscle scanning 7-month-old Dooney ewe lambs for the purpose of data going into sheep genetics. So we effectively muscle scan the sheep, we weigh them, and with that we get a muscle depth and a fat depth. I think across the whole sheep industry the fat is critical. Once we're getting that bit of extra fat, we're then looking at eating quality and intramuscular fat, which so much gets neglected. However, it is an important role that we play in our industry. We've improved the product immensely over the last 15 years, and this is where fat plays a role.
In your role as State Commercial Sheep Manager, how do you find Dooneys are fitting into the system?
The Dooney is a magnificent animal to work through people's different sheep breeding programs. They have got the conformation and body shape to suit all the export and slaughter markets, and they got the growth rates to suit those early turn-off lambs, or you can run them through to an out-of-season feeder lamb. Fertility to me is one of the most important things, because you can get lamb numbers on the ground, and I reckon that's where your profit is driven from, and the Dooney does that magnificently.
How do you find the carcass values of the Dooney and the Dooney cross sheep?
No problem at all. They will suit our what we call our air freight market, which is probably 12 to 18 kilo, fat score 1.5. If you want to turn them off at 36, 38 kilos, they're ideal for the job because they are quick growers and they've got the fats to carry them. If you want them to go through to the heavier weight lambs, just keep them growing, they'll keep performing for you.
I feel Dooneys have got a maternal role to play. So if we can wean lambs on the grounds, that enhances the offset of 2 kilos less wool. So that's very important.
How many sheep are you involved in shearing a year?
Yeah, well, currently we're shearing 230,000 a year, and that's just in a 130-kilometre radius of the paddock.
That's massive. Tell me, I mean, you see a lot of sheep in a lot of different conditions, and how do you feel that the Dooney performs in this environment?
Yeah, they're excellent. No, they not too many skinny ones to get around. A lot of my guys like to shear the Dooney because they're a bit rounder and a bit more plainer on the points and that.
Charmaine, tell me a bit about your role in the Western Australian sheep industry.
I am a master classer, an AWEX appraiser, and TAE a trainer.
I mean, how many fleeces do you personally assess every year?
Anywhere from 50,000 and above, depending on if I work 12 months a year or if I'm doing 6 months on and off.
Yeah, so you obviously see a lot of fleeces. So tell me a bit about the Dooney fleeces and what you think of them.
Well, Dooney is a really good breed. They are very consistent in their staple length, their strength, the characteristics within the fleece, exceptional in the uniformity, soundness. They're white, nice comfort factor. They're a very good breed.
Okay, Charmaine, just what are we looking at here?
So in the shearing industry, a traditional wool classer would class this as a 3am fleece. The uniformity and length is exceptional. The characteristics of it are so uniformed that all the crimps are nearly exactly the same. They're nice and white wools, very long, so it's good for the producer because they get more weight in the fleeces. These ones are averaging skirted probably about 5.5 kilograms. Over here I've got an example of more of a traditional superfine sort of type of Dooney wool, and the crimp and the curvature is absolutely phenomenal. Dooney wool is the new merino in my opinion. It's clean, it's strong, it's right up there with superfines in my personal opinion. I pull it out quite a lot, and it produces a lot of kilograms for the grower and for the product and producer. It's a great product.